Okay. Hello, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Everything's looking good. Cool. Gonna wait for the world to load and then we'll get started. I'm excited. I am very excited. Okay, so today we're gonna be playing Minecraft, but it's not just any kind of Minecraft. It's Skyblock. I am very excited to do this. I've played Skyblock before. I have played it in the last while. But it's been a little bit, right? So, hi. We're the Glitch Stars. My name is Zay, and welcome to Skyblock. Oh, FPS drop. Fun. Not just this is Skyblock, but I'm gonna be trying to do this with a more like outer space kind of theme, which is why I'm calling it Starblock. I did pick out the seed because I wanted to make sure all the biomes were in a relatively reasonable radius. So I know which biomes can be around, but I don't know any structures or anything like that. But I do see ruined portal over there, which is nice. We're gonna keep. Oh. Controls are being a bit wacky. We're gonna keep all of this the same, and we're gonna start. Here we go. Okay. These shaders or this mod pack, I'm not sure. They make it like walking a little bit weird. I might have to turn the shaders off so I lag a little less today. I see a birch forest over there. Right. Yeah, I gotta see a birch forest over there. Ruined portal up there. Spruce biome over there, which is nice. And cherry right there. Let's see, there's sunflower plains, a geode, and flower forest, which is nice. That's very nice. Well, I like how these shaders look. They're very like they don't add a lot to your they're not very high tech or whatever, so they don't do much to my FPS. I don't think. It kind of makes things a little bit buggy. So yeah, let's just get started. First things first, we want to break all this and get the wheat seeds, because that's going to be how we get food in the early game. See, that's what I mean. Like, I did not mean to walk all the way over there. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to relog. But I hope not. I am going to be shifting until we get this island a little bit more set up. Okay, now we got all of those. This is the normal starter chest that you get. I'm lagging. That's fun. We get a block of ice and lava so that we can make the cobblestone generator. We get sugarcane, sea pickles, and glowberries because you can't find them anywhere else, just naturally spawning in biomes. Here, because it's got Skyblock. And we get 10 obsidian, I think, because these chests were made before those things were added to the game, but I'm not sure. So, now I gotta figure out how we want to maximize saplings here, because half of these saplings, if they spawn from these leaves out here, they're gonna fall over the edge, which would be bad. That would be very, very bad indeed. So I'm gonna break the ones that I can safely catch. And that's like right here. And then once that's happened, I'm gonna dig down. I'm gonna dig some dirt, because this platform is free deep. I'm gonna dig some of that dirt up, and expand the platform by a little bit so that we can try to get every single sapling that we can. That one was not safe to do, but oh well. Okay, we got our sapling. So, whatever happens, we can, as that advancement said, we can replant. If I open the advancement menu, you can see we got some new advancements here. We got Skyblock tab. So the one that we just got was collect a sapling, or it's game over, man. Replanting. Other way around, but you know. Skyblock, an island in the void, and then we're gonna work our way up to actually having things. So, yes, it's gonna be quite exciting. Now we have the sapling, so I'm going to start with. Let's see. I'm gonna break these dirts right here to make a cobblestone generator, which we're gonna start right over here. That gives us 6 extra dirt. I'm gonna put them not on the bottom layer, but on the second to bottom one, so that we can safely catch them when that time comes. Okay. This part always freaks me out a little bit. It's a little scary right down to the early game when you're not quite sure how safe it is. Okay, I'm gonna break the rest of these leaves first. I don't want any of them naturally despawning. Because it's like a tiny chance I could fall over the edge, right? So if I'm right here, then they won't fall, and if not, then they will. So, like that. We just lost the sapling. So that's fun, but so the reason that I'm not too worried about that right now, because we do still have one sapling from the tree that we started with. Next up, we do the first thing you do in Minecraft, which is break a tree, get some wood. So the thing about this series is I've done a little bit more pre-planning than I normally do in my Minecraft worlds. I really want to play more Skyblock and more Minecraft just in general. Because Skyblock is very fun, I find. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, so I got a few mods installed, and one of them makes it so that, like, look at that. I got all the, it's 3D skin layers, I think. So instead of being like 2D, now you can see the space between like my shirt right there and that little the puffy spots. And now instead of it being like floating, it's actually attached to the skin, which is nice. And that's the case here. You can see I got little elf ears. I'm going to change the skin eventually, but right now this is fine. So the grass has already started growing down a little bit, so I feel a little more safe to get rid of some of this top layer of dirt. To kind of just keep the dirt in a safe spot. Not going to get rid of this one quite yet. So here's where the lava's going to be. Water's going to go down here. Not going to get rid of any of these 5. because then the water will spill elsewhere. Elsewhere, I fear, and V is so that the lava doesn't, kill us all immediately. This one I'm leaving open so that I can stand here, break the cobblestone. And these I'm leaving so that we got, the chest area. Okay, cool. Gonna expand this part by a little bit. And then replant it. Let's see. Right there, I think. Now, it's becoming nighttime, which is to be expected. That's how Minecraft works. But I'm not gonna be. But the good thing about Skyblock is we don't have to worry about the mobs quite yet. The closest the mobs can spawn will be like on these islands. Oops. On these islands, right? So they can't actually get to us right now. Eventually they will, and we're gonna have to light it up. Which we don't have any torches, so that's gonna be interesting. Placing my ice here to get some water flow and my lava there. And we can make cobblestone. I'm gonna make a crafting table. I'm gonna put it on the water side. So the reason I put the lava here and the water there instead of other way around is because this is gonna be our little work area. And I don't want the lava to burn up the crafting table, for example. Now we already got 2 sticks from the tree, from the leaves, which is very nice. And then we're gonna make a pickaxe from those. We're not gonna make a wooden axe or anything. I'm gonna put everything immediately into the chest, including the bucket. I don't remember if I put on keep inventory in the world or not. Frankly, I don't have a lot of fun playing if I fear losing all of my items to the void. In normal Minecraft, it might have been alright, because that means I could always just find my items, whatever, as long as I don't die in lava. But here, the chances of dying to the void and never being able to find your items again, I don't find that a very fun idea. Skyblock early game is very grindy. I wonder how this part looks with shaders on. Ooh, very pretty. Yeah, I like it. So I'm going to get us to, I think, 16 cobblestone. So that we can make a furnace, which we're not going to need yet. And some tools. You can see that we're at quite a loss, because a lot of them go into the lava. Eventually, once we have a little bit more, we can make slabs so that we can slab all over here and around the lava and on top of the lava, so that will hopefully be a net positive instead. You can also see we made the advancement cobblestone generator. Make a cobblestone generator with water and lava, which means for us infinite cobble and a furnace. Hot topic: crafted furnace. So we're gonna place that right there. We don't actually have anything to smelt right now, but eventually that will come in handy. Now is kind of a waiting game for that sapling to grow. It's a shame we didn't catch the other one, because right now we're at still a net neutral instead of a net positive for trees. And because of that, I think the cherry island over here will be the best bet for our next adventure. Partially because I just really enjoy the cherry wood. I think it's very pretty. but partially because those trees drop a lot of saplings per tree. There's a lot of leaves on there, and therefore a lot of saplings. Yeah. Now, as I said, I have done a little bit of pre-planning for this world. Because it's Starblock, I really wanted like a celestial, spacey kind of theme for this world. And I actually like in my sketchbook I actually drew like this pretty rustic, bit fantasy looking house that just has like a big crescent moon like that landed on it or something. And I'm very excited to start building that. I've built a version of it in a creative world. It's not with the actual blocks, and it's not going to be the final results, but it's just so I can kind of like envision how that sketch would have translated to Minecraft, right? And turns out it translates quite well. It made me very happy to look at. So I'm very excited to get that building. But to start that, we need wood and cobble and materials that we don't yet have. So the starter house is really gonna be, well, the early game in Skyblock doesn't actually have starter house. You have cobblestone generator and tools and hopefully trees, right? But eventually we'll make a house. I'm hoping we can get started with that this stream, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen with how these trees are growing. This is what my F3 stream looks like right now. I do have Litematica, so that's there. What I don't have is block info, so I'm going to turn that on using F3 and F6. I'm going to look for block info. Looking at block in F3. Okay. Now, hopefully this will give us a little bit more information. See, so on the left hand side, you can now see targeted block, oak sapling, and then stage 0. Saplings actually have a hidden growth stage. So you know how like, oop, it's raining. Okay. In Minecraft, like wheat seeds have a certain growth stage, and you can see that. But saplings actually also have a certain growth stage. Certain stages, I mean. Right. Except they're hidden. You can't actually see what's... They don't have a separate texture or anything. The reason I just made a hoe is because we have those seeds, so I'm going to get started on some farming right here. A seedy place. So we can get started on some farming here. Saplings actually have then that secret second growth stage that you can't see, but it still does exist. Eventually, we're gonna want to smelt some of these logs into charcoal, so we can make some lights. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna try and see, can I see the lights levels of this block? This is what I currently have on my F3 screen. Yes. So the block light is 4, so we're still safe from mob spawning. which is good. Oh shoot. We just lost some cobblestone to the void. If you're wondering what that little pink thing is, either Worldedit or Axiom, which I have installed in this pack, includes a little marker thing for the 0000. We have almost 3/4 of a stack now. Once we have a bit over a stack, once we have a bit more of a reserve, I'm gonna start making some slabs, and I'm gonna start doing a bit more scary stuff and go underneath the island so that we can safely get rid of some of this dirt without losing any of the dirt. Which is easier said than done when you lose so much cobble to lava. There's something really peaceful about this early game, isn't there? I think it's really nice. Just, I love this grindy part of Minecraft where you can just like, not AFK because you're still here, but just let your mind wander while you just like mine endlessly. I think that's a very fun part. I think that's part of why I really enjoyed pre-Caves and Cliffs mining, because that meant a lot of strip mining, and it was just very nice because you got stuff, right? I say that I barely played survival that back then. I'm very much I enjoy building and creative mode and storytelling aspects of Minecraft. And that meant for me that the beginning parts of my Minecraft journey were very much creative mode focused, right? So I'm actually going to turn the shaders off for this part. And we're going to do the Minecraft's evil of digging straight down. In water, no less. So I can hear you asking why would you do that? And the answer is to make life easier for us. What this is going to allow us to do is allow us to put a layer of the tree grew of slabs underneath the island. Why did I just put it all up in a bucket? Because I don't want any drops from this tree to burn. That would be very unfortunate. Okay, immediately we get a sapling, so net neutral, which is good. So if nothing else, we can grow another tree. Okay, and now we're at two saplings, which means we can increase the amount of wood we get a lot. This is making me very happy for this one. Oh, right. So sticks is what Litematica uses to uses schematics. Okay, we have quite a lot of saplings now, which means a lot more wood and a lot more materials in general. This is good. This is good. The thing about Skyblock is the early game is a long game. I'm going to put all that in the chest. No, I'm not. I'm going to take take 2 of these saplings and immediately, oops, not there, and immediately start replanting them. And put that back for some light. Now, the reason I put the cobblestone down first, like the full blocks, is that we can put these on bottom slabs. I hear you may be asking, why does that matter? That will make it easier to expand the island a lot more without having to worry about light levels and torches and whatnot. I find that's a lot easier to have to deal with than okay. Oops. It's a thunderstorm. Let's hope we don't get struck by lightning. That would be very unfortunate. So, we're playing in survival mode, not hardcore, so I'm not going to be too worried about that. Okay. And now we have the first layer good, which means we can dig straight down here if we want to. And now we're going to do something a little more dangerous. We'll grab that water. Okay, we didn't actually need to do that. Never mind. I can reach. Oh goodness. Thunderstorms freak me out. I mean, it's like there's a difference between thunderstorms being unsettling. Oh. I just wanted to know what they looked like with shaders on. Okay. I mean, there's something to be said about thunderstorms being unsettling, right? And this is why we wanted water. About being unsettling when you're out and about. I find that they're quite. I think they can be quite cozy, but they freak me out. Gonna be honest there. Okay, now we have a little more here, so hopefully our cobblestone will be at less of a loss. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the cobblestone in the chest because this might go wrong. This is why I wanted that water bucket, because we need to now get through there in order to get back up safely. Right. So, here we go. This could be the first F, and if it is, then at least it was intentional. Kind of. Ooh, okay. Ooh, what's that? Shadows, okay. Okay. And we made it. And now we keep going. Now, let's see if it worked, or if it just Flew off the edge. It flew off the edge. Alright, that's fine. We're just gonna be nice and chill. We're gonna leave that cobblestone block there because hopefully it'll let some cobblestone that might fly into the lava or over the edge stack with that one. Although that does not seem to be the case currently. Oh yes it is. Lovely. That's lovely. Just gotta keep an eye on the time so that it doesn't despawn on us, but there's something really calming about this, isn't there? I think there is. Ow. That was not good. That's gonna kill a little bit of saturation. So we actually got really fortunate that the amount of seeds we got from all of the grass on this island, we got free seeds. Because that means that we can actually start making wheats. Not wheats, we can start making bread eventually. Not that one, we want this. To make another pickaxe. And another tree has grown, which is lovely. That really is ominous with the shaders. Let's go to, what, 50? Yeah, 50 is a good amount of zoom. Okay. Again, going around the edges. Oh. Especially these, we have to be careful around. So this tree is far away enough from lava. I'm not too worried about that. I am worried that that tree is going to grow and suffocate me. 2 saplings right in a row. That's lovely. And a third one too. Okay. This is good. This is good. We're making a whole lot of progress now. So, I think my next step is going to be expanding the islands using the cobblestone. And expanding it in such a way that we can have a lot more trees growing at a time. Without, fear of suffocation if one of them hasn't grown yet. I suppose now we could also make an axe. Okay. Okay. Cool. Go to immediately bank all that and take a little less than half a stack of the cobble and make a lot more slabs. Three-fourths of a stack of slabs to be exact, apparently. That's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out what mod or glitch it is that's doing this to it. So right now the problem is that there's a little space in the middle that isn't actually being good. So this will be our little entrance area, right to the mainland. I think that'll be good. Okay, we're not gonna be able to do it for drowning. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay. Maybe I should put shift to toggle. There we go. That's a little bit nicer on my fingers. Because again, until we have the safety net of cobblestone, I'm just gonna be leaving this for what it is. An apple, that's lovely, that's amazing. That's good, that means that we have something to tide us over until the wheat grows. Or if we want to save it, we also can we could also save it for zombie villagers eventually, which will be a big part of the mid game, mid and late game, to be honest. Okay, most of the leaves are gone now, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna put back that. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I don't normally play with shift toggle on, so seeing that like it unshifts you when you open a chest or something, that's interesting. Okay, saplings are back. Banking everything that we got, and okay, going back down to do all the things. Oh, hello? Ah. Okay, so we have to get down through the outside. That's alright. I'm going to put it to hold for just a minute. Okay. Get up, get up, get up before we drown. It grew that fast. That's amazing. Okay. I want to get this last piece of cobble out from here, and then we'll go get that. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we're letting this just flow down forever, because if we do ever fall off the island, hopefully we can catch ourselves. Right? And then that one. Oh shit, I did it again. That wheat is almost grown. Oh shoot. Okay. What? Oh no. Ow. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. That's not good. Okay, we guess we should have done that first. Shoot. Okay. Turning it back onto toggle. And that is why we keep the lava in the bucket when dealing with the trees. Now, not as many saplings this time, but we still got a net positive, so it's alright. Gonna make ourselves an axe now. So that this just goes a little faster. Almost done, almost done. So, this is one wider than the original island shape. My plan is to, okay, go all around the original island by a few start out with. Oh, goodness. Go right here. Should be, yes. Should be able to break it underneath us so we can catch easierly. See that? Now we don't need these dirts here. I don't like playing with toggle. I'm going to turn that back to hold. And look, now we got our first piece of wheat. Yes. That's important. Eventually we'll be able to get cows and sheep and stuff for a reliable food source. For a reliable food source. But for now, it's just going to be for our own reliable food source. Because as you can see, I'm already a couple hearts down somehow. I'm going to put the lava back so that we can get some more cobble. I want to always have a little bit of cobble in the reserve, I think. Now, for some things that makes sense, right? Like having a big reserve of saplings or of seeds, for example. Those are all very important things because once you no longer have any of those, you can't easily replenish it. Seeds you can with bone meal, but we don't have a mob farmer right now. But saplings is kind of is a done deal. There are, of course, a few ways to get saplings renewably, aside from, trees. I think you can get them from, like, chest loots, whatever. I know the pillager mansions often have a room full of saplings. That's dark oak, not oak. I've seen oak saplings in chest loot before. I'm not sure quite where, but I'm sure it's there. And look at that. Look how far away those got. So it's good that we got this little platform going. Okay, so I'm going to take half a stack of those and make some more slabs. Almost a stack of slabs, which is good. Now for this part, I will want toggle. Just to make our lives a little bit easier. So I'm thinking we go free around the original island, and after that we start. So this is 2 around the original. Is that 2? Is it? Oh, okay. So that's no, but now it is. Okay. And these are free. That's interesting. Huh. Alright. Doesn't matter. Whoa. We'll be fine. It's fine. Free. 1, 2, free. Yeah, okay. Free around the original island, and then we'll have plenty of space. I've been streaming for 15 minutes now, which is impressive, I find. Most of my streams will only last that long, and I'm still having fun. And I'm not quite tired yet. My voice is a little tired, so I might have to do a be right back soon. But generally speaking, this is going pretty well. One, two, three. Okay, lovely. So, now we have, oopsie daisy. A bit more of an island going. So we can get rid of some of this dirt, disperse it out a little bit more so we have more saplings growing at any given point. Now, I also have Xaero's world map installed so we can actually see a lot more around us. And I'm not doing that for any of that. I'm not sure what all those are. I know that this right here is a cherry island, but this right here is our little slice of life. I'm looking at this right now, and we're almost completely centered on one singular chunk. Where is 0, 0 in regards to this? Right here. So, one chunk, 0, 0. I think that's going to be our next, like, how big our island is goal. Just to get all of these chunks around 0, 0. So it's going to be a 32 by 32 space. And then we can start heading over to that cherry island. We're going to want to bring a lot of slabs because most of that tree is hanging over the void. And while cherry trees do drop a lot of saplings... Oh, what is that? That's a lush cave biome. That's a lush cave biome. My goodness. Is that another important? No, that's dripstone cave. Oh my goodness, we have cave biomes here. That's amazing. So those two things are very good. The dripstone cave here is more water, which means we can make an infinite water source before we have any iron. Clay and stone. Not quite sure how we can make clay renewably, but if we can make clay renewably, so that's a good source of clay. And the globe layers I already have, which means that we can. Oh yeah, we can plant these for food too. I forgot about that. So we got more of those there, which is good. Dripstone is the important thing. Dripstone also has the water apparently, but can also help us make infinite lava. Infinite lava. And that is going to be extremely helpful for getting a reliable fuel source without having to work, without having to use... Oh, there's my reflection there. Was that a reflection? We do have a little bit of reflection in the water. That's cool. Look at that. Which will also help with a reliable fuel source without having to sacrifice our wood. Which, especially right now, is very handy. Okay, yeah. This is lovely. Oh, goodness gracious me. So, none of the mods I have installed right now actually change the game any. They don't change any gameplay. I mean, to say with that, they do in creative mode. I have Axiom and Worldedit, but I won't be using those. I have Litematica, which can impact the gameplay a little bit in the sense of I can create the builds in creative mode first and plan them, and then do them in survival once I have the right materials and whatever. But aside from that, everything else is just a bit more quality of life. I got Jade installed, which is what you can see up top. That says, "Hey, what am I looking at?" I don't like that it includes like the growth stage, so I'm trying to ignore that. But aside from that, it doesn't really impact gameplay much. It just is a bit helpful for me. Sometimes I find another mod is the mods that I use for shaders. I think shaders make the game very pretty, but my computer can't handle them very well, which is why I'm also like lagging a bit, I think. But I found these shaders called Mellow. I'm not sure who they're by, but I think they're very pretty. And they're not very taxing on my computer. Like I right now have I have the medium default settings, and then it tweaks a little bit, and I'm still running at 40 FPS. Without shaders, I think it's like 70, 90 even. But it still doesn't impact like this versus if it loads this. There's no discernible difference to me, so I'm not worried about it. Once it gets to 30 or under 30, then I'm gonna then it's a problem for me. Then it's like, okay, not problem. Then it's just like a bit annoying to me, so I probably won't use shaders. That's why I have this complementary oftentimes. And honestly, I don't think complementary shaders on the lowest settings are pretty enough to warrant the FPS, but these shaders I do. So that's nice. What other mods do I have installed? I don't know what mod this is, but one of the mods allows me to zoom. I think that's also like part of the mod that lets me have shaders installed, but can't be sure. Oh, cobblestone generator, or cobble collector, I mean. Get a stack of cobblestone. We have had stacks of cobblestone, but I guess they can't understand the cumulative part. They see, oh, this is what you have in your inventory. Which, yeah, we do have a stack of cobblestone in our inventory. Good for us. Okay. Now, with all that, I just realized I haven't had replay mod on, so we're not gonna get I'm not gonna be able to get a time lapse of the story of this, which I think is fine. I like. I mean, we haven't made huge progress yet, so I think it's fine if I don't like do all this in YouTube video either. My plan is to upload the VODs to YouTube as videos themselves anyway, so whatever. What are mods? Because we were doing the mod list, right? Can't actually see that settings. Okay. So we're actually like 2 or 3 blocks away from the chunk border. I see here. 2 blocks, okay. So let's just fill out the chunk. Whoa, laggy. I do have sprint on toggle, and I find that's just more enjoyable to me. One more, okay. I guess in that sense, the world map does impact gameplay a little bit, because I can see the chunks easierly. However, we can also do that in F3. If my game will stop lagging, my goodness. If I go, oopsie daisy, I got toggle here, toggle shift on, and then go like this. So, let's find it. Relative. So this one is relative 15, 12, and it goes down to 0. And that's 0 to probably adds up 15. Chunk is 16 by 16, but it starts it at 0, 0 right here. So if you can't see what I'm looking at, it's at the right hand side, a little bit in the middle. It's above the Java 21.0.7. You got section relative 15, 12, 0, 0. And that shows which chunk you're in, or which area of the chunk you're in. The actual chunk is a bit more above that, but that doesn't show you how big the chunk is, only once you've left it. But those numbers do show you where in the chunk you are. So if I were to go on this block instead of here, you can see it goes from 0, 0 to 15, which says, hey, you've entered a different chunk now. You're in a different section. Which is a very easy way to do it. Using F3, it's just a little inconvenient that F3 also includes so much clutter. We don't always need that. Which, because of that, I'm very, very happy that Mojang has added the option to blah, 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 blah. Words. Hello. Minecraft has added the option to adjust what you see in the F3 screen, because there are things like that which I use fairly regularly. 2 more. And then there are things that I've never had to use, and if I ever do, then I can always just toggle them on. But whoa, why did that just happen? I wonder. Because I would like to always see the block light level, right? But I don't always need the block states. Like, well, I used to get this part so I can see like what stage it's stopping at. I don't need to see that all the time, so I can just go to F3 and 6 to turn it on and off. So looking at block, I can turn it off now because I'm done with it. And that already declutters quite a bit, you see? So, yeah, that's that, I suppose. I also have the Appleskin mod, which allows me to get more information about food and stuff. I don't actually use it for that. I use it for like seeing more saturation of that, which is a it does change gameplay a little bit, because you can see, like, oh, okay, so I'm that far away from taking damage from needing to eat or whatever. From healing damage, sorry. I need to eat or whatever. But it's not a huge deal, I think. Okay. Are we gonna need 3 slabs? I've got no clue, but we're gonna need a lot of slabs eventually. The thing about Skyblock, right? The early game is not very pretty. It just isn't. You're gonna... Until you can get a little more a few more resources, you're just gonna be stuck with one wood type, which in this case is oak. A little bit of dirt, and stone variants. Now, we've come a long way from where we've been in Minecraft. With how many, like, there's a lot more block variants. Freaking, like, things like shelves exist now, which is lovely. Like, okay, as I have just enough items so I can, like, go through the items without having being creative mode to show you guys. There's things like shelves now. Wait, are those in that version? Yes, we got shelves. We got chiseled bookshelves. Things. We've got, like, so many different wood types. We have stripped wood. We have new wood types like pale oak and cherry. Bamboo, the nether ones. We've got so many more building blocks, right? Like, I've been playing Minecraft for a while. I still remember where I've been playing Minecraft since, like, 1.8. I should probably not be sprinting around if I want to conserve hunger. This is 1.8. And let me tell you, it worked. Look at that. Let me tell you, the game looks different. I think they used a completely different lighting engine kind of thing. How many blocks we had was completely different. Like, Purper came out, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. We got so many more building blocks. I never used Purper. It's not something I use commonly or anything. But it's nice to have the option. Next time that the wheat grows, we're not going to replant it there. I think we can make a little farming area, perhaps a little lower down. So right now we're on block 60. We're on like Y level 60. So we're pretty high up, relatively speaking. This up here, on top of this block, will be 64. But that's not the other thing right now. It's fine. I think one thing I need to learn in terms of streaming is that it's okay to just be quiet for a little bit. Especially when there's not many people watching. That's not true. Like, I don't mean that as in that, oh, less people are watching, and therefore it doesn't matter if I talk or not. I mean that in a, there is less chance that people are expecting constant everything, right? People are expecting less to be on. Honestly, I'm hoping that my next stream will be a lot more chill than this. And over there's a geode. Oh shoot. Oh man. I'm trying to get over the edge. Oh. That's fine, we got things going on, that's okay. Oop. Okay. So I think, I'm not quite sure. That oak trees can grow to up to 3 away. The leaves can grow up to 3 away from any given edge. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3 place. So we can start farming that a little bit more. Now we can also get to it from that side. Bucket for lava. Not. Oh, we got a bigger one this time. That's nice. Yeah. So like okay, normal oak trees. Will be like that. Okay. We have an axe now, and we don't need to worry as much about it falling off the edge. So I'm just gonna chop this down. Once we have like 16 saplings or something like that, it can be a bit more loose with our saplings of like just breaking the leaves or whatever. But for right now, we gotta try to optimize it because I don't want to run out of trees. Plus, sometimes you get really unlucky and don't get any for quite a long while, it seems. The rest of those are gonna have to fall down naturally. Unless we want to jump, but that'll just, you know, deplete our hunger even more. So, I'm gonna bank those. Grab that. Put the lava back so we have a little bit of light on this island. And grab some of this dirt. Now it's very important that we don't get rid of all of this, especially because there's grass right now. Oh, hi! Oops. Oopsie daisy. Yes, I am enjoying Minecraft. I don't know how long ago that was sent. I was not sorry. I have not been looking at chat words. Yeah, hi. Hey, how are you? Yes, agreed. Yes, Minecraft is very pretty, I find. Right now I also have shaders on, so that makes it like even better. And free. Oh, okay, I'm fine. It's fine. Free. Right now I'm just getting my island a little bit set up. Probably gonna have to eat soon too. Whoa, hello. Okay. Don't like how laggy it is right now. Right now this is my main game. I don't stream that as often as I would like. I've played a few different games. I was planning on playing some Sims 4, but you know that's not gonna happen for a while now. I played some Stardew Valley in the past, and that was quite fun. But for right now, I'm gonna be focusing on Minecraft, I think, and then specifically Skyblock, or like creative mode building or something like that, because this is very fun. You ever played League of Legends? I have not played that game. No. Not quite sure what it's about, to be honest. Yeah. I'm from Europe. I'm not gonna get much more specific than that, I think. Thanks for asking. That's interesting. Agreed. Agreed, it is very nice. It's... Oh, don't fall into lava. Ow. Why am I jumping? Come on, stop jumping. There you go. It is a very nice place. I think it's a very pretty place a lot of time. And it's quite fun. By the way, you know, if your channel become affiliate, so you can easily earn a good amount of money from this platform. I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm not so Twitch. You can become an affiliate, but you need to have a certain amount of prerequisites to that. A certain amount of viewers, certain amount of streams, certain amount of time streams every month. And I'm quite busy right now. It's vacation, so I actually have the time and energy to do these kinds of streams. So it's not. I don't know how well it's gonna work out. Yeah, but if while playing games, earning is really good. Definitely agreed. I've like in an ideal world, making money from doing something you do for fun, for something that you absolutely love, like playing video games, that would be ideal. That would be very nice. But by the way, you have a great stream quality. You deserve a follow. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Welcome to the community, I guess. Thank you. I do my best. I'm surprised you think it's good. It's good quality. This is like I'm using a headset I've had for like 5 years or something, so maybe even more. Some ridiculous amount of time. And like, so that's very nice of you to say thank you. By the way, I also have a community and Discord server where we support small streamers and YouTubers. Would you like to join? Sure. I might have to be a little bit careful there. This, but sure. Cool. Wait, let me get that written down. Alright, I will do that after stream, I think. Smart. I don't want to be, it's like, I don't want to be messing with multiple different programs at the same time. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Oh, okay, pickaxe broke. It will take 2 seconds, but it'll take 2 seconds after stream is over. I think, no, not next. Okay. It'll take 2 seconds after stream is over, cause I think that's a little bit more professionalism. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to deal with doing things on Discord or whatever else while streaming, if that makes sense. But of course. This is nice. Ah! That has got to be the most annoying glitch yet, where it's just like it keeps moving my player after I like let go of the controls. That's gotta be quite annoying. Okay. Getting rid of the outer leaves first so we don't lose any saplings at this point. There we go. There's one. And then we can chop the tree. Okay, we got a net positive, which is good. Can replant one of them. I mean, at this point, we could just get rid of that block. Or that one. That might be a smart idea, getting rid of some of these extra blocks. Because it still falls like that. We could do it on this side. We could do this on this side too. It gives us some extra dirt. Okay, 1, 2, bop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. 1, 2, bop. And then we'll put a sapling right there. Eventually. I think I'm going to stream for about 5 more minutes before logging off for the day. But this has been very fun. Another tree is grown. That's lovely. Oops. It's not meant to pick up that obsidian. But we did get the ice bucket challenge for that. That's good. Okay. Gonna chop down this tree, and I think we're gonna chop down this tree, and then grab a little bit more cobblestone, and then I think we're gonna stop for today. This has been very fun. Oh goodness gracious. Thanks for hanging out. We got a really good net positive from this tree. We already got quite a few more. It's lovely. Okay. Whoop. Goodness gracious me. Okay. Whoop. 4 saplings from one tree. That's lovely. Got a little bit more dirt, so we can also expand the farm area. Hello, you're not supposed to be right there. 1, 2, bop. 1, 2, bop. 1, 2, bop. Maybe not right there. That one's a bit too close to the lava. Okay. Let's see. Do we have time to chop one more tree? Yeah. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna chop one more tree. And then I think we'll call it a day. Oh shoot. That one hurt. I'm just gonna jump on the furnace. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna chop the rest of this tree, and I think this has been an amazing stream so far. I'm really enjoying playing Skyblock, and the chill vibes are immaculate. Okay. I like that Minecraft can be such a peaceful game sometimes, and such a I'm not gonna say scary game. It's not scary. It's not horror at all. But like, it can be action-packed other times, right? Especially when the mobs come out in caves or whatever. But I really enjoy this part of it, where it's all cozy, where it's just nice, you know? Okay. It's very nice. I think between streams I am gonna have to figure out what is causing the issue is keys keep being pressed after I already let them go. Because in normal Minecraft that's not gonna be too scary, but in Skyblock that could be the difference between death and life and death. Okay, I think this has been amazing. We got a whole chunk to ourselves. We got tree farm set up. And we got wheat growing, which is very good. Because now we finally have enough for our first piece of bread. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready to keep going. I think this has been a great stream. good ending to stream too. Tree just grew in front of my eyes. I think this is gonna be a very fun project. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. I don't think anybody's live to raid, but I don't think anybody's raid ready. But has been very fun, and I'll see you in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Can I raid someone?